Ladies and gentlemen, and it's time for another episode of the Rum Director channel. Sorry, it's been a couple of months since my last episode. It's just, with this whole coronavirus, I've been lazy, I've been at home. It's not been good for any of us. It's just been a bit depressing. So I've got a couple of videos for you, a couple of unboxings and a couple of tastings for you coming up very soon, and a couple more ideas. My last episode would have been of the new cocktail book I ordered during quarantine on Viva Trees, where of course I get a bit of a rant on that. You can check the link. I think I'll put a video right there and to check that out. So I've recently got a delivery from the Whisky Exchange. This is going to be my third unboxing video, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe my second, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's get on to it, and I shall see you in a second. Alright, let's get into this thing, shall we? Using my trusty ceramic blade. The Whisky Exchange always package their boxes extremely well. And this ceramic knife has lost its tip, which is not very easy. Alright, we're in. Not entirely. That's the one bad thing about doing unboxing videos. No retakes. Okay, bubbles, there we go. And here we are. Right. Beautiful Foursquare rum distillery. 14 years. Exclusive bottling for the Whisky Exchange. Pot and column distillation and maturation in bourbon and sherry casks. And of course, the colour, just raise you up to the light over there, is just perfect. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, back to business. So I've just opened this beautiful bottle of Foursquare 14-year-old Hereditas, however you say it, been bottled exclusively for the Whisky Exchange. To give you a bit of an idea, this is a private cask selection, distilled in a pot and column still blend, however that means to go. Of course, from Barbados, where Foursquare originate from and have done for quite some time. When matured there, it is 56% alcohol by volume, and I tell you right now, you wouldn't be able to tell. It's Foursquare, and there's no sugar added to this. I've been told off by some other people on social media that one of my favorite rums. Yes, I'm fairly newish to the rum game, even though my collection will tell you differently. I'm a big fan of Diplomatico. It's got a nice flavour and it's one of the best rums. It's one of the best rums you can find in bars and clubs whenever you go out and want to have a drink and you don't want to be stuck with Captain Morgan's or Bacardi. And it's also one that you can drink on the rocks, and you can have it in a good 50-50 mixture. As I said, fairly new to the rum game. But Foursquare, I've literally just got into it. This is the first bottle which I'm doing an unboxing of. There'll be two more because I ordered 2 bottles very recently. Now, to give you an idea, the blurb on the back tends to contain a lot of marketing words, but also a lot of useful information as well. An incredibly complex textured rum with notes of caramelized orange, beeswax, sultanas, toasted hazelnuts, sweetwood spices, a savory and rancio character. Rancio? Rancio? Rancio, not rancio. If you can see that word, I'm sure it's there. It's rancio somewhere. If something's rancid, I have to double check what rancio means. My phone is doing the recording, so I can't just break that out. The description will probably be underneath this when I'm going to, because I've just got more work to edit it. A dram to delight rum and whiskey drinkers alike. Non-chill filtered, some cloudiness may occur. Pure rum, no sugar or other flavour has been added. So, that's it. It's 56%. Now, I've just opened it. I've had my first bottle. One thing I will say, yes, this has a synthetic cork, and I'm going to get onto that later, but I do not like that they put a plastic stopper. I much prefer the wood ones. They feel better and they give you much better grip. This, especially if you've got quite big hands like mine, it's, especially when it's flushed down to the bottle, it's a little bit, it's not so comfortable, especially when this bottle isn't cheap. It's around the £80 mark if I'm not mistaken. I could very well be, but it's about, yeah, £80 or so. So it's not cheap, but if this were a whiskey, it would be probably double that. Now, I've had still going to my first glass here, and it says 56%, which to a lot of people would be thinking, that's quite strong. Vodka and most rums are 40%, which bottle do I happen to have in front of me here right now to give a good description. Back to Navio from Havana Club, red wine cask. You can't see it, but it is 40% by volume, written right there. And it has a favourite wood stopper, which is nice and thick, and it just gives a better feel, especially when you're paying that much for a bottle. You don't want to have plastic. It doesn't look very nice, and at the same time, it just doesn't feel very nice. You know, when you paid 100 quid for a bottle and you get that, I'm not sure if you can see it, it's just quite annoying to define that, when, especially when their competitors and their other bottles that I've seen do have wooden tops, even though their other bottles do have synthetic corks. I'm getting onto that in a later video. But on to what the drink tastes like itself. Now, can I taste all those flavors, the beeswax, the caramelized orange, the sultanas, the touched hazelnuts, the spiced wood spices, and a savory rancio character? I would say that it's gentlemanly, it's gentle, and yes, this is 56%. It wouldn't go amiss with a rock or two of ice. Would you mix this? No. You could very easily, and would it go well in a cocktail? Yes, it would add the flavors to it. But if you're going to be pouring this to have a nice evening drink, just to sip away, have a nice cigar with, especially during quarantine, just to put your mind at ease and let your body relax. The nose, yes, at 56% you will get that burn of alcohol which goes straight there and you'll go, wakes you right up. But the flavor, leaves me lost for words. It's smooth. At 56%, I'm expecting there to be a lot of that alcoholic burn, which you get from other drinks around this. I don't know how they've done it, which kind of witchcraft they've done, but when it goes down, there is no alcoholic burn. There's a slight burning on the tongue where the sensitive flavors are. There is no burn whatsoever. Even when the drink gets to me. Even with the burning, even with me just doing what I did then, keeping it on my mouth, just circulating through my mouth is not numb, my tongue is not numb. It's just all pleasantly relaxed. Sure, there's a touch of numbness, like I've just eaten something a bit spicy, but there's the wood spices, I found them! But I don't know how Foursquare have done this. My computer's going a bit flush right now. But they've created something which I have to say, Whisky Exchange, congratulations for getting this bottle exclusively produced for you, because this Hereditas is just absolutely delicious. It is cask strength at 56%. But still, I could compare it to another cask strength I have, which I'll be doing another video on later, which is this Jack Daniel's single barrel, cask strength as well, but this is not cask strength, this is 45%. And I had a glass of this not too long ago for a challenge, and I tell you now, it's very good, but this is absolutely, you have it on the rocks. But I'm gonna do a comparison. Very good idea, should be doing a comparison. I just realized I've been yammering on for about 8 minutes now or so. So I'm going to be calling this a day, but ladies and gentlemen, absolutely, if you get the chance to buy this bottle, it's on the Whisky Exchange. There'll be a link down in the description below, and no, they are not sponsoring me. Trust me, I have to pay for this bottle out of my hard-earned cash. Yeah, whatever. If you're a fan of something which is delicious and you've got nothing else better to do, well, it's quarantine. What else are you going to do other than masturbate, drink, or watch tons of Netflix and do the occasional bit of work? Then yes, by all means, go to the Whisky Exchange, pick up a bottle of this, and I could not recommend it further. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining today. I know it's been a long time, and I just need to get back to doing 2 videos a week, which I promise you I will do. So this is the first one this week, and there'll be another one in a couple of days' time. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon, which is somewhere down there. And I shall see you in a couple of days' time. It's been, thank you for welcoming me back into your homes again. And cheers, and don't forget to please run for your life. Take care and see you soon. Bye.